Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This is going to be hopefully a fairly short video on something you can do to build up the skills that you need. I think my screen moved for a second. To build up the skills you need to build a house. And I'm going to show you exactly what that house looks like. Okay, so if we go right here, you're going to find our house that we built in the last lesson. Right there. And this is really important because we need to be able to understand how to move the agent in a way that lets us build this house. So let's open up our code builder. And actually, we're going to go right from the beginning. And we're going to reset. Here we go. Just so you can see from the very beginning what I did. So you press C to open up the code builder. You click new project. We'll type in lesson. Oh, we'll type in tutorial agent. And this is going to be a tutorial, as you can see, about how to move the agent. So we'll get rid of this. Now, this is the main thing we're going to be using, on chat command. And what we want to do is be able to teleport the agent to the player. So I'm going to type in RL, which is short for reload. Okay. So if I type in RL, you can see the agent teleports to me. Even if I'm really high up here and the agent is way down there, you can see the agent still teleports to me, which is exactly what we want. So bear in mind now, any commands you give to your agent, any code you tell your agent to execute, it's going to run it from this position, right? The agent has no idea about where to do it from or where it is. It just executes it where it is at the current time. Unless you say otherwise, but we'll get into that a bit later. Okay, so what do you need to be able to do? Well, you need to be able to build a line. So we're going to say line, and we're going to say move forward by 1. However, it's missing one very specific piece of code, and that is the agent moves forward, but it doesn't build anything. So we need to use this right here, agent place on move. If I switch that to on, now you can see that it's going to move forward, and it's going to actually build blocks each time I enter the code. And the way I'm doing that so quickly, if you're using keyboard, just press up on the keyboard and it brings up the last piece of code you did. And you can actually circle through all the pieces of code you've done to eventually, you can just circle through many pieces of code eventually if you want to. Okay, so line. Good. Now, we can change this number so that we don't need to keep typing in line and it just moves forward at one time. So there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Okay, so now we've built up one side of the wall for our house. Great. So how do we get the agent to move in a different direction? Well, all we do is we type in, or rather we use this agent turn. And bear in mind that agent turn left and agent move left are two different things. You're going to see what happens now. And I'm going to do this separately, actually, just so I can really separate what's happening. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. There we go. Put this here, and I'm going to put turn left. So let's take a look. Turn left. You can see that the agent is turning left each time I enter the code. And his head is looking at me at some times, but his body, for the most part, is turning left. Great. So it's important to understand that that is different from move left, which you're going to see what happens here now if I type in move left. So you can see how the agent is still facing my direction, but if I type in move left using line, it still faces my direction and it moves left. So one of the reasons that's important is because it affects how we think about our code. What I would do is I would actually keep this as forward, make the agent turn left, and then make the agent move forward, and then make the agent turn left, and then make the agent move forward, and then make the agent turn left, and then make the agent move forward. And I would do this so that I can understand more easily or simply how the agent is moving in space. So let's type in line right now. Okay, It's moving forward. It turned left. Now it's turn left again. It turns left again and it moves forward. So now the agent is moving and turning in the direction it wants to build, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so that's how you use the agent. There's lots of other things you can do with the agent. Like so, instead of having to do all of this, we could have just got rid of all of that and we could have just said agent move left by 5 and then agent move backwards by 5 and then agent move right by 5. But you can see how this might get a little bit tricky. Even though we're using less code, it is a little bit more difficult to think about the agent moving in this way. So wherever you can, try to keep things as simple as possible. So we're going to have the agent come to me. There we go. And we're going to see what it does now. So it's going to face my direction at all times. You can see it's not changing direction. It stays facing me. And it builds upon its code. Very good. So that was a little bit about how to use the agent to navigate space and how it can build things. So it's very important to be able to call your agent to where you are. Very important to have this agent place on move and to be able to understand forward, left, back, right, as well as turn left and turn right. We can also go up and down too. Perfect. So hopefully that will help you build your 3D house, which is going to be a part of the homework assignment for some of you guys. So yes. Anyway, guys, it was great seeing you. I'll see you guys in the lesson in person or online. And I hope this video was very useful. Goodbye. There we go. You can see my face. There we go. Goodbye, guys. See ya.